Hey team, welcome back to the Athari Club. I'm Anthony, your keeper of secrets as we're playing Call of Cthulhu, a game that requires some caveats because it's full of horror, murder, mayhem, all the things we don't want youngins to see. Directly after this introduction, I've got a 1 minute video that sort of shows the overview of the grounds, the manor house, and the cipher key that they're working with, as well as one of the ciphers if you want to look at that. If not, you can skip right on by. Anyway, we catch up with our characters. They have been starting to search the house as the dinner party is being set up. They are currently in the maid and butler's residence on the very far side of the building, looking for another lead figurine. Anyway, we'll catch up with them shortly. Thank you.
All 23 of them.
And we're back. So,
Yay!
the house is yet to be explored, but lots of codes have been broken while we were all waiting, amongst the issues with dogs and everything else.
So, do we want to turn these statues back round?
No. Well.
Or leave them as they
You're
are?
giving us your learned opinion?
Well, you don't want my opinion.
We're keeping a barrier from the outside. We're already inside the barrier.
Or are we keeping
It
a
can only
barrier
be
inside?
something
Inside.
Well,
we can either
yeah.
keep something inside the house or outside.
Well,
the house.
We've left something in the house already.
Well,
we're inside an illusion.
hang on, you're in the library, aren't you?
Anyway.
Yes.
No,
I
you guys are all in the
Oh, we
service quarters.
reconvened. Right, okay. So, I think that as they don't have any alcohol on site, I think you really need... How big is this hip flask, by the way? Because I'm sharing it around.
I think you finished it probably by now.
Damn it!
Oh, excuse me. It's Rosemary. She's standing in the door looking
Oh,
surprised
hello.
that you're standing in her room.
cough medicine.
I think we've taken a wrong turn somewhere, madam.
Ah, well,
I was
come
wondering what
come with
courses
me.
you had.
Yes, this way. And she leads back from her room, through the storeroom, and then into the kitchen.
Is there a statue in her room?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys got that.
To lie.
Absolutely got that.
Okay, so I'm one room behind the rest of you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
no,
you
no,
were
no, no.
with us. 'Cause
That's
you
fine.
said you were
We're
with
all
him,
together.
so you were
Oh,
there.
yeah.
We're all together, it's fine.
You're all good.
Okay.
Can I just ask what the hell's going on? It might be easier.
So anyway, the kitchen has a lot of modern appliances. I'll let you do that in a minute. It actually has one of those newfangled refrigerators.
Ooh.
Absolutely. And you can see that there's, aside from all the cooking equipment, there are no bottles of alcohol that you can see. Various vegetables and meat offcuts are set on chopping boards. You can see spices, and there's bottles of like olive oil and cinnamon and things like that. You can see that there's 2 large cooking pots on the cooker. And then you can see that they're gently bubbling away. Everyone make a spot hidden.
Oh, come on, GM.
Not good, so you've run all my luck out.
Sorry. 98.
Nope.
Nope.
63 was.
Use 12.
Okay,
Which
I
is a
made it. I
hard.
got 92.
My
I got
dice.
a hard.
Hard success. Very good.
Failed.
No, failed completely.
Okay.
Failed.
So
He's run all my
as
luck
they're all
out.
walking through, you look over at the pots, and you see a large rat climb out of the stew pot,
Okay.
plop down to the floor, and scuttle off towards the pantry.
Okay, this is the bubbling stew pot. And was the rat wet coming out?
Was it in a bikini?
Okay. I will quietly
Mhm.
pass that information around. I don't think there's.
A
I think
dry
the stew.
rat
I'm
Yes.
far more
Okay,
interested in
this-
this refrigerator, the
the stew-
newfangled
As-
refrigerator.
As you pass that information to your friends,
Yeah.
and you can see the rat just heading into the pantry, it's now wet.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. I
This
still don't
thing-
fancy the stew.
No, it's not.
To be honest with you, James, I've
And she
not
walks you through.
fancied anything that this.
So
house
where
has.
are we
Drinking or
now?
eating at this point,
She
right?
walks out the back kitchen into the dining room.
Okay, so we're in the dining room. What
Yes.
can we see?
And that says a lot for
So
a
the
man
dining room
who's got
itself,
an
like
iron
I mentioned
constitution.
before.
No, but
is-
who's in there?
Oh, most of the Lesters now, as well as Mr. Augustus Wayland and his daughter
Right.
Veronica.
Okay.
And they're sitting at the head of the table. There's a bunch of the Lesters coming along the sides, and then you can see that there's seats left for you guys, and everyone's filing into the room. And Rosemary sort of
Before
ushers
we,
you towards your
okay.
seats.
before we go in,
So no, wait a second. 1 second.
Okay.
before we go in,
I'd-
Rosemary, please go on in. I just need to talk to my esteemed colleagues.
Okay, are you gonna stay with them, or
I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to tap on a bottle, and I just like.
you start talking, and you'll hear the ting ting in just a second. Go ahead.
If I got
Do we actually want to go in there? Because I think we are part of the ritual.
most likely. Yeah.
If we don't go in there, I mean, I might be fine. He might be fine because we've had the cough medicine. But you guys might be well, Julie.
I firmly believe that what we are
You guys are
being
both
presented
assuming.
with, what we can see with our eyes,
Is it-
is an illusion.
I
The
agree.
reality may be something entirely different.
Yes.
I
I
agree.
suspect this house is a rundown wreck,
Yeah.
and we
I
are being
agree.
shown.
So what do we need to do before we go in that room to prove
So
what it
we-
is?
We have to
Don't
take
you-
off.
I don't need any more
Those
proof.
tinted
Disbelief
spectacles
check.
that you've been wearing all
Does
this
it- I don't
time.
You can
think-
make an
Ow.
intelligence check.
Yeah.
I don't think we
I'll give
need
it a
to
try.
prove.
Okay.
I've had
I'm
enough.
going to muster all
So,
of the
I wanna-
evidence
Felix,
that I
I've been
know.
wanting-
Sadly, it's not going to be an intelligence check. It's going to be a power check.
Hour.
Okay, right, not quite so easy. So muster all of the discontinuities, all the errors, all
Absolutely.
the mistakes
You're putting
that have
that
been
into it.
corrected. Oops.
Okay, do you want to?
Where did I go?
He's running all luck out of all of my dice.
He is, isn't he?
He really is.
He's going to screw a lot of us,
Yeah.
isn't he?
10.
Maybe not.
Bad.
That is a. Ooh, that's a
An
very
extreme-
hard check.
Very
An
hard
extreme
check.
success.
Extreme success.
Is it
Yes.
extreme?
All
Very
I can
good.
say is thank God that other people are rolling better than I am.
Okay. And you are where when this happens?
Just in the hallway outside of the dining room.
Where we've all stopped
Mhm.
because we were asked to stop by this
apart
one.
from Ainsley, no.
So
Yeah,
It's about here.
From the kitchen.
Archibald.
So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in the library.
Oh,
So we were
yes.
going through this
Archie.
door right
Oh, were we?
here.
Oh, okay. Then I'm in the kitchen.
In the
just,
kitchen.
just outside. Just.
Okay. So for a fleeting second, and it's not long, as you you see what appears to be a derelict room. It's probably been this way maybe a year and a half of just sitting empty. You can see pots, pans sitting around, dust everywhere. The floor's unkempt. You can see a couple of rats scuttling along the wall,
Is there a skeleton in
and
there?
like that, it's back, and it's back more firm than it was before.
Did I see the dining room?
You did not see into the dining room at that point, unless you were specifically choosing to try and look in there.
That was the one I was mainly interested
Okay.
in because that's where all of the
Oh
Leicesters
my
are.
god.
That's where
Okay.
they've been pulling us to.
Yeah.
I think my brain is just about to hemorrhage.
No, you don't get that quick glance. You see the kitchen, and as you're looking away, it's like a vice comes down.
Okay, so the rest of you see that after I've said this conversation.
Make a constitution roll.
Okay. Let me describe this first. So
Ooh.
yeah, you see that James puts his hand to his head, and he says, "I'm firmly disbelieving what I see." And then you go, "Ah!"
So, let's see if the same thing happens to you as happened to me.
20. I made it.
Very
Nice.
good.
I made a.
Well
In fact, I made a hard.
So you felt a pressure. It's hard to describe. It's like a headache, but it's not. It's internal. It's like your sinuses are all blocked at once. It's like but it's more than that. It's a pressure on your thoughts. You can feel the edges of your thoughts warp inwards for a minute and then bounce back. It's not pleasant.
For a moment there, I saw this room as it should be now. Complete wreck. Abandoned for a year, 2 years. And then something got a hold of my mind.
This is
And
the
it's
same
back
thing.
as it was.
The same thing that happened to me as I tried to push up into the cupola.
This is all an illusion. The housekeeper doesn't exist.
Indeed. Nor do the guests. But who is controlling us? Who is imposing this magic upon us?
The person who started the ritual
Yeah. The daughter.
22 times ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you think this is aimed at the daughter to get her to complete the ritual? This illusion is not aimed at us, but aimed at her.
Either that or she is controlling it and keeping us here.
One of the two, perhaps. I didn't see into the dining room. I had to muster all my strength of will just to see a glimpse. And I fear I alerted whatever it was in doing so.
I fear that my senses have been so damaged that it would be a struggle for me to repeat the process that you have, and I'm not sure that it would be of value to us anyway.
But a glimpse into that dining room as it is now, that would tell us much.
Perhaps.
Should the
Perhaps
All right.
someone else.
I'm in.
Okay, so
I don't think I can do that again in any short
one of the
time.
things that we did earlier, or one of the things that happened earlier was, come with me.
Okay. So come with me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Is into the dining room through
No.
that door. You're going to go up one door and go to the
We're
library.
going to go upstairs.
So through the library, through the hall upstairs, or through the dining room, lounge, veranda.
Sorry, can I
Please.
just take a look at the...
So what's Archie doing? Archie
So-
had gone in and
Oh,
So
yeah.
we
Archie's.
weren't we in the
Remember,
kitchen stood
Archie's
looking
already
at-
gone in. You guys hear ting, ting, ting.
Ah,
What do you say, Felix?
I'm about to speak, yeah? So have they got their attention yet?
Oh, everyone turns.
Yeah? Okay.
It's silent in the other room now, where there's
so
conversation.
Thank you very much for inviting us, but we are going to be a little bit delayed because one of our party is a bit ill. So please go ahead and we will join you shortly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everybody starts talking again.
okay.
Just get the
So
fuck out of
we're
here.
going to go through the dining room
Okay.
and into the hall, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doubled over,
Okay.
holding on to him, or actually the two of them,
Okay.
like doubled over and just through here.
There's some whispering. Oh.
Okay.
And as you guys go through,
All right.
as you would expect.
All right, so once we're in the hall,
probably
we
can't
so-
see us. Actually,
Well,
only
you
as we
said
go.
you went through the dining room and
No, we went through the library, didn't we?
Oh, we're going through the
No, we're
library.
going through the
We
library.
were in the doorway of the dining room from the kitchen.
Yeah,
okay.
no, but
Do
we've
you want to
gone
go
up.
through the dining room or the library? You can go either
Well,
way.
we'll go through the library then.
There.
okay. So
All
you
right.
go to the library, boom, hall,
Yeah.
All right.
The dining room.
And up the stairs.
up the stairs.
Right into the bathroom.
Yeah.
So you're
The
as
toilet.
you get to the top of the stairs, and as you can see here,
Mm-hmm.
there's the WC as you come
Yep.
up the stairs. There's a couple of doors,
Mhm.
and you can see the restroom itself is a tight squeeze for all of you, but you're
Right.
there.
Okay. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to look in the mirror.
Okay,
All right.
you see yourself,
Okay.
and
By the way,
your
Archie, are you
confused
following?
friends.
Okay.
Yeah, where are you?
All right.
Did you follow them? You followed
Yeah,
them.
I'm following them.
Yeah. Right. So
It's a real
we've got the
task
mirror.
on school, isn't it?
can I take the mirror off the wall? It doesn't have to
yeah,
necessarily have
yeah,
to.
you can.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So help me with this. We tear it down.
Okay.
Okay. So the idea is that what we're now going to do is we're going to walk round holding the mirror, and we're going to see what reflection we get in the mirror.
Ah,
Interesting thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whether this is going to work, folks. It might not.
Okay.
But let's see what happens. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs. There was nobody in the library earlier.
No.
Well, sure,
So-
we could just check a bedroom out. A bedroom would be in a
Let's
state.
not open any of the doors up here until we know what's going on up here. Let's maybe check out some of the rooms that we've already checked out, is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I want to do is just head downstairs, carry it downstairs.
Okay.
We're keeping an eye out for any other traffic in the hall or any otherwise, and into the library, and then we'll look in the mirror and see whether the contents of the library are as they appear. So in other words, are they the same?
Is the fire lit? Are the
So
candles
I'm thinking
burning?
through something, and
This is just, I don't know whether this is going to work at all, but what I saw earlier was I saw that reflection in the mirror. And because I saw that reflection in the mirror, that creature is in here with us.
You could ask
But-
me for a hand mirror.
But
okay.
then I would
I could
assume
have done that, but
we
it
could
Henry,
smash the mirror
this
and
mirror
take bits of
specifically.
mirror each.
Let's not.
Henry.
Okay.
I
Is there
think it's
actually a mirror in the library?
I think it's about what we
there's
actually
not.
see
Was there a mirror
mentally
anywhere other than
ourselves rather
yes,
than what we
there are
see
mirrors
physically.
in the dining room to make them appear larger.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference
Um,
in what he saw in the mirror.
So
Oh, mirrors in the dining room to make it look appear like. Do any of them face each other? The
Yes.
mirrors in the dining room. Okay.
Okay.
you don't see anything different.
All right. Okay.
Sadly.
Well, that
It's
was
a good
an
experiment.
unfortunate experiment, and it doesn't seem to have worked.
Yeah.
There's,
No, it might
there's a
do.
little tower right at the top, isn't there?
Yes.
Yes.
There's
The
a
cupola.
cupola.
Is the door
Which you-
to
Sorry,
the
actually-
Oh, he's been in that one.
Well, no, he didn't actually get to see in the cupola, did he?
Yes, I climbed into the cupola
Oh,
and
did you?
walked round it.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
So
the
it's
door to
effectively
the
an
dining room
outdoor
open
From where?
from the
hall?
library?
Yes. No, there's not one from the library.
We'll see.
Why don't we
There's one
use
from
a
the-
mirror to look into the dining room?
So you go back into the kitchen and across.
Well, I tell you. So what we're going to do is
Well,
we're
I'm
going to
asking.
We're going to go down the
It's,
hall.
it's Henry's
the
thought
order.
process.
Okay. So we're going to go down the hall. So we're going to go back out into the hall.
Okay.
All right. So the idea is we'll go
How did
back
you get
out
that
into the
on?
hall.
If we put the mirror,
All right.
Excellent.
We'll go back out into the hall.
I didn't know you
We'll
had
walk
that
down to the
technology in
library door.
1890s.
Sorry, we'll walk. No, we're through the library. We'll go. We'll
Okay.
from within the library. We'll open up the kitchen.
And that's
Kitchen
another
mechanic council
door, by the way, at the
blueprints, yeah?
bottom of the stairs. Because you're not sure where that goes.
Like and
Yeah, right
we're
That's-
going to look a bit off.
Yeah.
We're
these
gonna
are
be
there's
looking at
doors
it
here at the
dodgy,
bottom of the
That's a door.
stairs.
walking around with a
Right,
bloody
the-
massive
that's
mirror.
A door under
That's
the
a
stairs?
window on the stairs, but that's actually strangely enough a door at the basement of the stairs.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm
we
trying
really
to
need
open
to
the
open
door.
that then.
Yeah, it's stairs down.
Yeah, we need to go down the stairs.
I'm gonna take- yeah.
Everybody knows that everything malevolent and evil happens in the basement.
Yeah, but I mean, an oratory. Who has an oratory? That's suspicious in its own right.
So does
You
having
don't know that.
22 friends turn up that are mirror identicals of themselves. I mean, that's
So-
really loving yourself, isn't it?
Don't you keep your orrery in your oratory?
Well, it's a good question. What do you know? Is it oranges? Is that,
The-
no, it's an orange.
Your orange
That's an
orrery in your
orange
oratory.
An
Oratory is somewhere to talk, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
So
Well, yes, to speak.
it's dark downstairs.
I set fire to the
There's-
place. I mean, I light I get my lighter and
Well, you could take one of the candles or something off of one of the.
That'll do.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
there's got to be a
Candles are an
lantern or
illusion
something.
Yeah.
that they're lit.
So
Oh.
yeah,
Light one.
there is.
Probably that one.
There's lantern.
Yeah,
right
more
by
likely
the
end
door.
up being my
Take
So you
finger
can
take
get
an
that
lit
lit
one.
from a candle or something
Mhm.
like that. So you guys have a light, and the main basement.
Oh, it's
Oh.
crying. Sorry,
Someone.
somebody's crying.
There we go. Of course.
Scarlet.
Oh,
Yes.
baby girl.
And the basement is a large storage area of old furniture stacked against the walls, boxes containing items of sentimental value. You see a doll collection against one set of walls. You see all spread through here. You'll probably have to search it a little bit.
Okay, shall we take the time to search it? The reason being is because most inhabitants that I've actually seen, even digging through the ground, they don't leave their furniture in the place where they desert. They mostly take it with them or store it. So if we're thinking that upstairs is a pantomime of some sort, and the place is run down as James has indicated, then possibly
Go ahead and finish your thought, and everybody else do a spot hidden.
would an echo sound about right?
A extreme
failed.
success.
Please go.
Ooh, me too. Extreme success.
Both of you hear a sort of quiet sobbing sound coming from the far
I can't
southeast corner
fucking
of the
see
basement.
shit.
I got a pretty good success as well.
Anyone here else hear that?
Yes.
And there's a creaking sound then behind you as you looked over that direction. Back. All the dolls and teddy bears are now facing you.
I throw the candle at them and burn them all alive.
No?
No.
Calm down.
No, I'm gonna head over the
We could
direction.
start
that
singing
sobbing
psalms.
sounds.
Does that calm them down?
Okay. So, under the flickering light of your lantern in the southeast corner, you recognize Jeremiah and Rosemary. They are dead, months-old corpses,
Months old.
and you see that Rosemary,
Daughter.
No.
her eyes
maid.
are torn
Yeah,
out.
no. Daughter's the only one that fits the bill for this.
She's holding Jeremiah. Oh, make a sanity check.
I suspected they'd already.
Unless.
Dead.
We're in a trap. Something like a
We
vampire.
knew.
I thought they were dead.
Failed.
Okay. Take 2 sanity points. Felix.
Oh, succeeded.
Oh, good.
I failed.
Okay, 2.
I got 10.
You've seen this.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
No, James already suspected this. It wasn't much of a surprise.
Not much of a
Yeah,
surprise.
it was not surprising to me either. So.
So, with this understanding,
would we be familiar with
Mhm.
in the 1890s, or would we we would be familiar with the terminology of an echo, especially in the supernatural, wouldn't we? 1890s were when spiritualists actually
Absolutely.
came to and started. Right, okay. So it's not the father, and it's clearly not the housemaid or the housemaid's husband. So I think it's the daughter. Maybe if we were to find her.
Could be. Why is it not the
Why are
master?
you guys freaking out about this? They're 2 dead people that we've been interacting with all evening. Get over it. Come on.
So,
I'm
what
not
room are
freaking
we
out.
currently in?
Basement.
For those that
When
failed,
I'm just going to say
Who did
again.
fail?
Can we
Who
get
did
upstairs to
fail?
the bedroom?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Because that's where she's going to be.
Let's go
yeah,
upstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
there's definitely an echo
Oratory.
here.
Let's go to the oratory.
The
If there's
22
anywhere the
Leicesters
master is hanging
were,
out, it's going to be there. It's gonna
Oratory in
be-
the bedroom. So
Yeah.
definitely, it's upstairs.
Sorry.
Oratory chamber bedroom. So we're going to, I think, top of
Oratory.
the stairs, straight through into the chamber, no?
No,
So
oratory.
let me,
Oratory.
let's
Pass me this
discuss this
of
slightly
dark
here.
enlightenment, please.
If you want to, we could split up and two and two and two.
As you
No,
get to the
Let's
top,
split up and investigate, shall we? We've already been in the cellar, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Let's stick together.
Yeah.
so
We don't need. We can go from one room to the next.
It won't take us that
And
long.
it's easier for Anthony to describe things.
Hang on a second.
Very good.
If we, which one of us is Scooby Doo?
You.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so
Which
which
one
one's
was the talking
Shaggy?
dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
You remember Scooby Doo, the most amazing TV series, in that all of the
Shaggy!
all of the bad guys are always just humans in costumes and all those other things, and it's all completely natural, apart from the talking dog.
Yes.
You've got a talking dog, yes, but just see, it was just old Mr. Miller, indeed, and
hang on.
he was dressed up in a costume. But your dog talks.
But if
And
I'm
stands on his
Scooby,
hind
does
legs.
that make you Shaggy?
So, as you get to the
Yep,
top
he's
of the
got the
Very
stairs,
shaggy.
Yep.
you are met with Mr. Augustus Wayland and his daughter
What? When we get to the
And-
top of the stairs?
and the two servants.
Ah.
Well, you're all bullshit. Aren't they?
They look slightly surprised.
Oh,
They said, so Augustus
oh my
says,
goodness me!
it's sad. Lester had to go. Lester had to go.
Did he now? Which one? All of them?
What?
Yes, please. Actually, yeah. Oh, we've got time. Yes, please. Yeah.
Can I blank measure?
I don't know.
Thank you.
Something's not right.
Can I?
Yeah. enough
can
with enough with this tomfoolery and illusions that you've subjected us to.
Can I get
I'm gonna
close
barge
to,
past them
to
in
the
the-
daughter?
What?
Can I go close to the daughter?
You're
if I'm going to
close to the
speak?
daughter. You're barging past.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna. We've had enough.
I mean, I'm
of this.
thinking I've got
We've
to
had
be
enough
able
of
to
this.
hear
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
blank
I'm
range,
barging
right?
past as well.
You're
Yeah,
barging
so we're going
past
to go
them.
barging through into the oratory, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
so-
they were at the bottom of the stairs. As
Oh
you
no,
came
no,
up.
we just barged
we're
past them and
barging past.
You're
upstairs.
going up the stairs.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm being very British about it.
what's the, I was going to get close to the daughter.
Yes.
There's a reason for that.
Spot hidden. No, spot hidden.
No.
You're gonna shoot her.
Yeah.
You're going to shoot the daughter.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
you're
going to
point
shoot.
blank.
Point blank. That's
You
the
blast her
whole
right
thing.
in the chest.
Excellent.
She crumples to the floor. Blood's everywhere.
Excellent.
There's a
and
loud.
then I go
there's
up
not
the
a
stairs.
scream. The father crumples to the floor, holding her. What? And the two servants are shaken.
Okay.
Run!
So where are you headed?
Upstairs.
So you head upstairs.
I needed to shoot someone.
You did, didn't you? You had to shoot somebody.
It was gonna happen.
We're going to
Yeah.
head upstairs.
Yeah, but the point was we don't
Okay.
know if the daughter's the innocent in this situation.
No, we don't.
Well,
gonna-
we'll find out when we get up and she's draining the life
So
out of
up
somebody.
above, you see that there's the bedroom and there's probably
Or she's dead.
Mhm.
chambers.
She's
and all
not.
that.
Because she
So
was
we're
at
going
the
to
bottom
turn.
of the
We're going
stairs.
to
By the
turn
way, everything's
right at the
fixed.
top of the
Stop
stairs.
all talking over each other.
Head
Yeah.
towards the WC, and then we're going to turn left into the oratory.
Okay, run straight to the toilet.
So let's see here.
Oratory. Yeah.
You'll see that there's. Let's see. This is a sparsely furnished square room. It confirms. It sort of has the feeling of a place of worship. There's an empty built-in closet on one corner. The floorboards, wall paneling, and entire ceiling are made from white pine. Windows on the east, south, and west facing walls. And with the door to the chamber open, there's a direct line of sight to the north-facing French door. In the middle of the room is a cuboid altar about 4 feet high by 4 feet across, also made from white pine.
Okay. What's on top of the altar?
So, on top of the altar, let's see here, is a lantern. And you also see that there's probably doors on the back side of it that would open up.
Are we?
But as far as on top of it is it is purely that one lantern that's hanging there.
So hanging or
It's got a little
a stand.
round metal
so it's-
stand that holds up and it's
Okay.
holding this lantern.
No, but we can see through into here. Because
Uh,
we're here,
oil,
we can see
oil
through
lantern?
into here.
Or
Yes, oil.
Is it lit?
No.
Right.
See, I wouldn't do anything in there. I would do something in the bedroom. That's just
Chamber.
me.
So yeah, so we're going to go to the
Where's
door
that
of the
blank?
chamber and look through in there
So
because you said the door's open.
let me see here, just a second. Let me give a slightly better piece on this.
Oh, got it.
There's a
The
large
fireplace.
silver censer on there as
Yes.
well for burning incense. Apologize.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that there's 4-ish discolored patches on the upper corners of the altar,
Okay.
which is probably they've been touched with oil or something as they've done different pieces of the ritual.
Do you need to finish at half past, or do you need to be on your way by?
And then
We can leave it a bit.
Okay.
let me see here. And this is the interesting thing for you. Veronica's body lies between the altar and the double French doors.
Right. So, who's Veronica?
That's the
The daughter.
daughter
The
that you just
daughter.
shot.
I thought that was right.
You're lucky you
She
was.
died wearing
No.
a simple black mourning dress.
I'm
Her
sorry.
feet are bare. Her body appears in a natural state of decay.
Have we not worked this out yet?
Ashes from the incense burner cover her hair and forehead. The faintest hint of a smile can be seen on her face, despite a piece of wood that she has a hold of that is pushed up underneath her rib cage
Okay, I get
that she's
that.
still holding on to.
But she's definitely dead, though, yeah?
Like she may have fallen on it. Or she,
She's a corpse.
yeah.
How
No,
long
she
has
didn't
she
fall
been
on
dead?
it.
Several months.
Yes.
Can we pull
About
the
the
wood
same
out?
time
At the
as
same
the.
time.
Can I pull the
Yeah.
wood out?
Before we
Yes, you
start,
can.
I launched myself at feet
don't pull it out yet.
Ainsley Harrier. What's his name?
Archibald.
I launched myself at Archibald as soon as he goes to pull that stake out. And I
Is
just
it a
basically
stake?
wrap him in my arms and I go, no!
Is
And
it
I
a-
basically put him on the ground with me.
No, it's not a steak. It's a vegetarian sausage.
And I say, don't touch anything. It's the father, which is why I shot her in the first place. He's the one who's controlling the ritual. We know that the maid isn't in it. It could be the maid's husband, but it's one of the two blokes. Don't touch her. We need to find who's still got the ritual going, and we need to stop the echo.
I don't think it's the father either. I think it's the mother.
Anyway,
I think it's the
this
spirit that's been drawn
piece of
here.
wood is about
That's
5
causing
centimeters
this.
wide.
Does it look like it's been sharpened? That's what I'm purposely.
It's looks like it
We have to
progressively
release the
narrows.
spirit
Yeah, like a pool cube naturally, or was
That's
it
back
back
sharpened?
into peace.
I don't know.
Can't quite
I just
tell.
know
plank
that
that's broken off.
we
couldn't it?
If
shouldn't
you give
disturb
me a
that.
first aid or medicine roll, I'll give you a little
I
more
think you're right.
information.
You shouldn't disturb it.
So that's one for you. That is.
But
So we've got pharmacy, chemistry,
I think it's the
Medicine.
spirit that has done this, and it's that we must
medicine.
release.
I've got nothing.
I think these
Okay.
Yeah, I
statues
failed
of
that
First
one as
aid,
well.
I've got 90, so I'll do a first
So
aid.
what do we
do
need to
that.
do now?
Medicine.
Uh-huh.
No good at that either.
I was just
What's
checking
that?
out.
If it's just
I think
Alright,
first
it's
aid.
5 more
That's
years.
zero,
yeah.
before
Oh,
Bram
that's
Stoker
got one.
writes Dracula.
Critical.
So I got one.
I was just saying if it
Yeah.
would have been
Maybe
in the film.
that's maybe that's Lester's
She
pseudonym.
fell on.
And by the way, Bram Stoker was a member of
Okay.
the Golden Dawn.
So-
yeah.
So it's suicide.
Yeah.
You think
Well,
so?
yeah, maybe this was
Okay.
the inspiration.
So
What would
if-
drive
I
her
think-
to suicide though?
Well, what's more important is that no one did it to her, so I don't think she's a vampire. So she wasn't staked.
So
she killed
maybe.
herself.
What? Vampire? What?
What's a vampire?
What's a vampire?
I was just
Well-
I was just checking.
Have you not read Mary Shelley's recent?
No,
No,
because
Stoker,
that's
not
Bram
out
yet.
Stoker doesn't write it for 5 more years. That's what I was just checking.
That's the thing I keep going. I'm checking the dates on things. Like, no, I can't be that. It's
I
got to
mean,
be
it,
this. Yeah.
it could be that whoever's started the ritual or whoever's actually instigated the ritual has told her that this will bring about the appeasement of the father or the mother. We've got two different factions here. The mother seems pissed off because did she actually attack you?
No, but she scared the living shizzle out of me.
No, that was the
Okay.
apparition. That wasn't necessarily the mother, was it?
That was the
also-
I
mother.
think that apparition is the
Is the
mother.
mother.
Yeah, the apparition
And
is
I
the
think
mother.
either the
And
father
then we've got the father and everybody
daughter
else.
tried to
It
resurrect
seems
the
to
mother.
be in a loop.
Okay.
So,
So
It's
the
an
fu-
investigator.
Okay, fine.
John,
Yeah.
as a member of the Golden Dawn, Henry might well have been talking to Bram Stoker.
Indeed. He might know.
And maybe he had been discussing a novel he's about to write.
Well,
Nice.
before he.
Based on the folklore of Eastern Europe.
Well,
It'd
maybe
be
perhaps I told him
fantastic.
about this afterwards.
Afterwards. Oh,
And,
well, that's-
and he-
assuming you survive.
Or during.
Yes.
Or during, because let's face it, who doesn't like a character that seems to live forever?
Does anyone search the body at all, or
Well,
Yes.
you're over there.
Yeah, you're
So I'm-
right.
Whilst I'm
inspecting
hugging
it.
him,
yes?
So,
Did you say that there were some doors in the altar?
Yes.
whilst
Okay.
he's doing
Have
that,
a look inside.
and he's doing that, I'm
Absolutely.
looking through into the
are
chamber.
you okay, Archibald?
Just
I'll let
to-
you go.
just-
You're not going to desecrate
I'm
this,
literally
are you?
There's
going
a small book.
And on the
I'm
altar.
going
No.
through the. So I'm
she's
going.
in her clothing.
So I'm just going to go through the doorway and stand at the end of that opening and just look around
The,
this room.
the chambers.
Yes,
So in the
because you said the door was
drawers,
open. So
pure white linen tunic
Mhm.
with full length sleeves,
Hang
knee
on.
length scarlet and gold silk robe with
Who's
shorter
got that?
sleeves, a girdle, pure white silk,
it's in there.
a headband of golden silk,
Oh, it's inside.
a large globular glass bottle containing oil that smells of myrrh, cinnamon, olives
doesn't make
maybe, and a
Mhm.
pine shoebox sized case
Why
containing
would
powdery incense that smells of frankincense, storax, and maybe agar wood.
they-
All standard sort of
Pure.
hermetic rituals type stuff.
Sounds good.
Do you want to read that
Yeah.
out?
If she's
Let
not
me,
pure,
tell
then
John what he
that's why she's in
sees.
black.
John, just read it out because I can't read it very well.
Uh,
I'll read
So,
this instead.
John-
If you just tell me what
Text.
you're going to see in the chamber.
you can see into the room. It has, you notice that the door itself, the bottom, there's a seal of wax that's probably been broken to open the door
Mm-hmm.
along the bottom.
I'd love to be a dog.
The entire floor is empty except it's covered with a fine sand. Probably about
Right.
a couple inches deep.
What colour?
Grooves from a rake. I mean, you can see a rake propped against the wall in the back. Uniformly run the length of the room, indicating the care that went into laying it out. This, you're not sure exactly what it could have been. There are
Does my occult knowledge give me any insight into what that might be?
See if that's good enough. There is sugar in it.
you
There's
Oh,
one.
are
Just
thank
black,
you.
fairly
right?
sure this
Yeah,
was
that's
going to be
perfect.
where
Thank
the
you very much,
Ebermeline
Yeah.
was going to take place.
Right.
The operation itself.
Understood.
Has anyone? And we've not looked in the bedroom yet. Is that correct?
So can I
Not
just?
yet.
No, we haven't yet. Can I just read this out then?
Yeah, yeah.
As
Yeah.
Felix
Yes.
has asked. I've said before, I do not believe it was a heart attack. My father was murdered. I'm certain of this, but I need proof. All I have is the text he followed. That must be it. Lester Goodman sold him the book and lamp. Who is he? Why did he want my father dead? The only way to obtain proof is to follow in my father's footsteps and trap the being that did this to him once it appears again.
That
I am
explains the
confident
echo.
I can hold it here once it is summoned. I know the arts by which I can interrogate it. If it withstands my questioning, at least I will have it imprisoned to show others. The authorities will have to believe me then. I will draw upon the power of Saturn to construct a ward that will hold the spirit. Sigils created from its kamea, will mark the four cardinal directions and turn the house into a prison it cannot escape. Should the need arise, these may be brought together around the spirit to banish it, akin to tightening a noose around its neck until it has no direction left in which to flee but back to the invisible world from whence it came. Barrier, blind, obstacle, prison. These words will hold the spirit in Saturn's leaden grip. May the faces of the angels that guard the gates of the Garden of Eden guard this house and prevent any evil from leaving the confines of this house. Midnight. 18 months have come to an end. If I fail tomorrow and I follow in all my father's footsteps, ultimately to my own grave, I hope that someone might one day read this and succeed in bringing the guilty to justice. May the fruit of any victory the spirit may attain prove to be a Saturnine Chalice indeed. So,
And that is where we're going to end it tonight.
No!
Yes.
and we leave our players stuck with a serious cliffhanger. We'll hopefully be back to broadcasting in the next day or two, just a little bit after Christmas. And look for us, GM of Wonders, on Twitch. Look for us here on YouTube, GM of Wonders. And you'll start seeing our videos coming out again fairly shortly. So thank you very much for staying with us through this entire saga that was over a full day at my house. And look forward to seeing you guys all gathered around the table with us again. Bye.